Production number 79-04-3, and it's take one. Get ready to match the stars from Chips, Robert Pine, Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Jamie Lee Curtis, Dick Martin, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game. And now, here's the star of Match Game, Gene Rivers.
Okay. Thank you. Nice to have you with us. Let's welcome our two players here, Kirstie Alley and Tavy Lee. Now, Tavy, Miss Tavy there is from Houston, Texas, and she's a grandmother, and she's got part of her family here, right?
Right.
Good. What else you want to say?
Well, let's go. I'm ready.
Oh, all right. Yeah. And this lady is from...
Wichita, Kansas.
Very good. Wichita, Kansas. And she's an interior designer.
That's right.
And she's out here on assignment, and we're lucky to have her with us here on Match Game.
Thank you.
Now, this belongs to you, Kirstie. If you're ready for it?
Sure.
I'll begin. Harriet said, I'm worried about my husband.
Harriet.
Harriet said...
Oh, I thought you said carrot.
Harriet said, I'm worried about my husband. He keeps bringing home leftovers from work. The only trouble is he works in a blank. Thinking about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, here we go, Kirstie. Harriet said, I'm worried about my husband. He keeps bringing home leftovers from work. The only trouble is he works in a blank.
Hospital.
In a hospital. That means he'd come home with a pair of tonsils in his pocket, or
Yep.
a gallbladder, some stones, a few things like that. Let's not go any further. Okay, Robert.
Well, this is a sort of hospital.
Oh,
where
really?
They operate and get rid of guys' horns.
A bordello.
A bordello.
I
Boy, you turn quick.
see. Yes,
He
that's
played
right.
piano there.
This is the Pathetic Attempt Award to try and find an answer. She drew a blank, I take it.
Pathetic Attempt Award.
I hate him.
This will give you an idea of the mind of this woman, of the victim, of the client that we are now investigating. Show them, dear. And notice she's doodling a spider's web, which is always indicated in this case is of something strange. Go ahead, dear. Show your very interesting answer.
I'm tired of saving you. You're going to die alone today. Shoe factory. That's leather and things of that ilk. Look at that woman of perception and taste out there.
Leftovers and right-overs, yes.
Oh, it's kind of a play on words.
Leftovers and right-overs, you say? Okay,
Now,
Charles.
will you try to figure that one out?
She
I,
drew
of course, said an adorable answer, a fertilizer plant.
a fertilizer plant.
Once again, audiences everywhere.
The Randy ones are with you on that, Charles, there. Okay, Jamie, he keeps bringing home leftovers from work. The only trouble is he works in a...
House of ill repute.
House of ill repute.
She doesn't like the leftovers.
Well, I guess she
They
wouldn't
go out
like
to
that.
the Colonel.
Right.
Something that you really need around there. He worked in a steel mill.
A steel mill.
That's something you
Oh,
really need.
so
Well, that's better than shoe factory.
he'd bring home some cold rolled stock.
That's right.
And tubing
And make things.
yes. I-beams
set.
and angle irons and all that sort of
Those are
thing.
Just because I'm a regular, you don't have to support his answer. It was just as rotten as mine.
Okay, I'll concede. Will you
Mr.
concede?
Goodson is here today, as you well know, and this might be that you're not a regular anymore. Could be the end, dear.
Okay, Betty is standing in the wings.
Sit down, Betty. There is so much hilarity going on the upper tier
Yes.
that I have forgotten what Kirstie's rather morbid, as I remember, answer was.
Her answer was hospital.
Do you agree that that was not a little bit morbid?
It was quite morbid.
Isn't she
But
something?
it's not as morbid as mortuary.
Mortuary!
I love your answer.
All right, let's go to round two. And Tavy, since you're ahead, we're going to ask you to go first again.
I'll take A.
A?
A.
Okay. A. In the Garden of Eden,
I
the
wish I were
snake
there.
said, "Shh, that Eve is really ugly. Instead of Adam's rib, it looks like she was created from Adam's blank."
The snake said that? Instead of Adam.
Snake said that. That Eve is really ugly. Instead of Adam's rib, it looks like she was created from Adam's blank. That's good.
They say to get out of it, organized.
Okay, Brett, anytime you're ready. We are waiting. In the Garden of Eden, the snake said, you remember the Garden of Eden?
Indeed, I do.
Yes. The snake said, that Eve is really ugly. Instead of Adam's rib, it looks like she was created from Adam's
Foot.
foot. Now, wait a minute. She thinks the foot is an unattractive part of the anatomy. And I think she's wrong. No, I think you're right.
I think I'm right.
The foot is not the most attractive part of one's body. What do you say to that?
I get a
We
kick
all
on it.
have our little fetishes, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I think that question stinks. I wish to say that in front before I show my answer.
Okay.
See what I mean, Mr. Goodson?
I wish somebody would steal his answers. I mean, his glasses and his hearing aid.
Freudian.
Bun.
Instead of this good looking straight from Adam's bun. Okay. All right. Now you come to you, sir.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm with Brett, but
Oh, right.
But what?
From Adam's butt. Yeah. Means she would be a little fat little rascal, wouldn't she?
chubby.
Oh,
Chubby.
Danny boy, the pipes are calling.
Uh-huh. Oh, all three of you had the same thing there. Okay, Tavy Lee, they didn't think of the same answer you thought of. You'll have a shot here at scoring more points right after we do this for you. Okay, Kirstie, it is for you. Some things are just impossible. Like a drill sergeant asking Venus de Milo to blank.
Gotcha. That's the kind of question
That's a wonderful question.
I like.
All right, the upper tier is ready. Here we go. Kirstie, some things are just impossible, like a drill sergeant asking Venus de Milo to blank.
Salute.
Salute it is. We're all aware of the fact that that famous statue was armless.
Armless.
Right.
Salute is what
Salute
I.
it is. Right.
Don't worry, sweetheart. They'll turn on you as soon as you're wrong again. Salute!
Okay, that's two for her.
A word that's in La Traviata, which I recently directed. Salute.
Salute. Like a drill sergeant asking Venus de Milo to...
Clean his gun and salute.
Salute. There's another one. Oh, that's it. Kirstie wins the game. What do you have there, Betty? Salute. Okay. If you would, please. Right on the blue dot. Thank you. Now, Katie, we're going to send you off for a little while, and you'll be back to play the second game, okay? See you later. Katie, there she goes. Welcome. All of this is for your benefit. Here we go with a big super match where you could really pile up a bundle of money. We polled the studio audience not very long ago in this very room and said, please write down your best answer to this. Blank and a half. Now, if you give us the answer they wrote down most often, you get $500. For matching their second most popular response, $250, and $100 for if you match their third. And if you look over at our stars here, some of them you will see have glazed looks in their eyes, and some have fairly intelligent looks. You would be better off to choose one who has an intelligent look.
Betty.
What a misjudgment of character.
Well, let me see now. I'll say time and a half.
Time and a half. All right. Robert Pines.
Oh,
You're on, Robert.
I'll say 1.5.
1.5.
Brett.
What do you
There's
say?
one we're not getting, and I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Blank and a half.
Oh, I already thought of that. That's not bad. It's okay, but there's still one we're not getting. 1.5 miles.
Mile and a half. So you got 1.5 miles, time and a half, and 1.5. Now, you have the option of choosing one of those. Maybe you'd like to give us one of your own.
1.5.
1.5? You think she's right? They're not sure.
Now I
All right, that was Robert Klein's answer. Let's find out if 1.5 is up there, and if so, where. May we see the bottom one, please? Pint and a half.
Now, why didn't I think of that?
Yes, that's not the one you were thinking of, though.
No, no.
All right, let's see what we've got under the
I'll tell you
$250 response. Time and a half. Time and a half. All right, that was Betty's answer. 1.5 is one Robert Pine gave you and which you chose. Let's find out if it's under the $500 number. Yeah! Very good! Go up there. How is he? You good kisser?
Good.
Oh, good. All right. Yes, I could have told you he was a good kisser. Anyway, you've got $500. You'll never know. You've got $500, which means the least you'll play for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. But you could be playing for $10,000 if you get a good lucky spin of the star wheel, Kirstie. We'll all root for you to roll a double here.
Go.
You're on your own. Ready? Go. All right. Well, now wait a minute. It's Robert. He's a good kisser. Now listen, if you win the $5,000 here,
if
you
we
gave him a
get
little
this
peck
right?
on the lips there. What'll happen if you get the $5,000? I dread to think. Anyway,
I don't.
good luck to you. Here it is. Blank starter. That's S-T-A-R-T-E-R. Blank starter or blank starter.
Help.
Are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Kind of a tough one, but if you give us the one that Robert has on the card, you get $5,000. What do you say to that blank starter?
I say fire.
Fire starter. Fire starter. That would be an arsonist, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, she said fire starter. What do you say?
Gee, I sure wanted to win for you, too.
Yeah.
Because
You wanted to win for yourself.
I wanted to see what my reward was. I said car starter.
Car starter. Car starter. Self-starter.
Good now. Come on. It could
Self-starter. Did anybody think of that one? Self-starter would have been. Did you think of that?
No, I didn't.
Self-starter was the first thing that came to my mind. Okay, now listen,
I
Kirstie,
don't
you've got
like
$500, and we're going to bring back your opponent and play another game here. Okay.
Hi, Katie.
Ready, Tavy?
Ready.
All right, we'll go to game number 2. This is the final
Quiet
game.
up here. These people up here are talking. Quiet, please. I'm trying to hear the question from the MC.
You see
You
the
may
most
have a-
impossible human
I know
being
what you
ever-
mean.
I'll have A.
A. Okay, Tave. Tom said,
What do you say?
these days, everyone's worried about radiation.
Oh, boy.
The symptoms are nausea, upset stomach, and loss of appetite. Tom said, I get the same symptoms when I blink.
Read that one.
No, you read that.
All right.
Quickly.
Tom said these days everyone's worried about radiation. Symptoms are nausea, upset stomach, and loss of appetite.
That's
I
wonderful.
get the same symptoms when...
Okay? So does Charles is finished.
He's almost there.
Now he's ready.
We're done.
Tom said, these days, everyone's worried about radiation. The symptoms are nausea, upset stomach, and loss of appetite. He says, I get the same symptoms when I blink,
Drink too much.
when I drink too much. Okay, what do you say to that?
Well, I thought Tom was the sister of a boy named Sue and said, when I am pregnant. Anybody get that?
You got it.
I don't want it. Okay?
Didn't you say earlier in the week he perked up?
Yep.
Take it back.
Downhill.
Downhill, all right. I think this is a match. Have a hangover.
Have a hangover. All right. Okay, drink enough to get a hangover. You don't drink, do you, Charles? You're the perfect person.
No, I don't drink anymore. I used to.
Just as much.
Not any more than you used to.
I said, see my wife, Mona Ann.
Now that's funny. Where are you? And I'll give you the whole thing. He said nausea, upset stomach, and loss of appetite. I get the same symptoms when I see my wife, Mona Ann.
Go along.
None of your false laughter. Go ahead, Jamie. Show and tell.
Make love.
Make it love. All right, Dick.
Jamie and I think alike. Make love.
I'm so happy for you. But not on camera, please.
But that's the answer they want no matter what the question is, you know. No, I get the same reaction when I hungover.
Hungover. There's another one. Okay. 2 for you. Now we've got this for you.
If you'd like to come to the studio out here in Hollywood and see Match Game in person, write to us. Enclose the self-addressed stamped envelope and mail to tickets. Match Game, CBS Television City, 7800 Beverly Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90036.
Yeah. Okay. Now, she has 2, and you've got a little catching up to do. The baseball coach said, no wonder that guy can't run to first base. Instead of baseball shoes, he's wearing blanks. This is another good one.
Yeah, I like it.
No wonder that guy can't run to first base. Instead of baseball shoes, he's wearing blanks. All right? You're thinking about this. The baseball coach said, no wonder that guy can't run the first base. Instead of baseball shoes, he's wearing blanks.
Skis.
You got a rooting section out there?
No, I do.
Yeah. That would be hard, wouldn't it? With skis. Well, you
I
could
could
go
walk this way.
uphill side. If I could walk this way, would I be? What do you say there?
Kirstie and I have lost touch.
Really?
Yeah, I
Too
said
bad.
flippers.
Flippers.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, they're awkward and clumsy. Okay.
It's getting testy, ain't he?
Something else.
No, I said he was wearing dancing slippers with very high heels and a little ankle strap.
Aha. That would make it difficult.
Yes, I've done it.
to run the first base.
I played, though, for years, Gene, with ballet slippers until the coach, caught wind of that. I'm trying. I said snowshoes.
And you're
Snowshoes.
not
Close to skis, snow, but not yet. Jamie?
Fin fins.
Swim fins. Okay. And you, Dick?
Jamie and I think alike again.
Swim fins.
That's because
Yeah.
we're sitting next
And
to
you?
each other.
Oh, I hate to say that Brett and I think alike. High heels.
High heels. Okay, the end of round 1, 2-0 favor of KV. Now this for you. Well, this is the end of the line for today. You will all return tomorrow.
Yes.
Some of us.
Listen, how
may.
is it? This is the first time we've
This
had
is
you.
fun.
Well, I'm glad you're having a good time.
You should see what they write behind what they also done. It's
Well, we
hilarious.
have little games going here
Yes.
to amuse ourselves, but it's
wonderful.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much. Hope you'll join us tomorrow for Match Game. I'm Gene Rayburn. Goodbye.
Today's consolation prizes are Glamour Top, the new do-it-yourself kitchen countertop is custom fitted, ready for you to install. A replacement countertop in over 50 gorgeous colors and patterns. And Blue Luster Shampooer and Blue Luster Plus Carpet Shampoo with grease cutters and brighteners to remove ground-in dirt and grime. And Potato Toppers, exciting flavor, color, and texture for baked, mashed, and boiled potatoes. Just sprinkle and serve in your grocer's produce section. Potato Toppers. And entertain in style with beautiful Dinaware paper plates from Fonda. Dinaware, the heavyweight paper plates with extra thickness, firmness, and strength. Dinaware. And a deep fryer and a supply of spoon and fried donut mix. Make delicious hot, fresh donut holes in minutes. Just add water to Golden Dip's new spoon and fried donut mix. Great family fun. And Playmobil, the little people that can go anywhere, do anything, and can be anyone your kids can imagine. That's Playmobil. And from Hawaiian Tropic comes an attractive beach mat and Hawaiian Tropic natural tanning lotions and oils. Hawaiian Tropic, the tan of the island. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program has been edited for broadcast.